What?
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Great to hear Skylar Cole singing the national anthem before today's contest. Great to have you with us. We are... set to get you over the hump this Wednesday night with another edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill, and giving us the rundown from the sidelines, reporter Allie LaForce. So the Houston starting five. They've got Malik Monk. Giannis Antetokounmpo is out there with Kevin Huerter. Then there's Spencer Dinwiddie, and it's Duren in at the 5 down low. And for Atlanta, we've got Luguentz Dort. Ball is out there with Ja Morant. Then there's Derek Lively, and it's Buzelis in at the 4 spot. Well, Grant, when you take a look at this matchup, both these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, B.A. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
Dinwiddie against Morant. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Got it. Good job in the low post.
You know, this is where Giannis still does most of his damage. He has the size, athleticism, and shot repertoire to hurt you inside.
Huerter against Morant. Good D by Duren. And so Monk will bring it up for the Rockets. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, I did have a chance to talk with head coach Quinn Snyder. We discussed the challenges a player like Giannis Antetokounmpo presents for his defense, and coach responded saying he's a handful for sure. I told our guys to make sure we seal up any lanes to the basket and just try to make him beat us with his jumper. It won't be easy, but coach feels like they'll be able to make it a little more difficult for Giannis. Guys.
And Allie, thanks. It's hauled in by Ja Morant.
Got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
For Houston, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Monk for 3. Drains the triple.
You've got to get out on Monk now. He shoots a high percentage from outside the arc, and the form, perfect.
After years of finishing at the bottom of the West, things are looking up for the Rockets, Clark.
You know, B.A., they've done a really good job of drafting and developing players. That combination can allow you to move forward. And along with signing complementary veterans, that adds to the mix as well, as they've done a nice job. And they've got future draft capital, too. So the Rockets are certainly on the rise.
So it's Atlanta now. The Rockets getting their last shot to go. Morant against Dinwiddie. Pass to Dort. 5 to shoot. Here's Morant. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. And it's Houston's ball. They're rolling here. 9 unanswered. Dinwiddie outside. Outside Herter. The 3 ball. And Morant clears the board. For Atlanta, they've gone 0 for 5 to begin this game. Dort outside. 4-3. Duren with a rebound. Duren's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Antetokounmpo. He got a piece of it.
When it comes to contesting shots, Buzelis is showing us that he's got great timing.
And Morant gets it to go on the assist by Ball.
And that ends their drought. You could feel the frustration building with each miss.
Woo, man, this thing was turning into a soccer game. A lot of action and not many points.
Now here's Monk. Here's Antetokounmpo. He's off on that one. Hawks trail by 7. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's hard to question the energy LaMelo Ball brings to the court every night, Clark.
It certainly is, and it's contagious, B.A. That's what I like about it. He elevates other guys. As a teammate playing with LaMelo, he elevates your energy level because you've got to match his. He gives the team, I think, a nice edge in being able to perform on a consistent basis.
Well, Clark, we all continue to be amazed by Giannis. What do you like most about his game?
I just think his passion and energy and relentless effort, he gives it to you every time he steps between the line. You get the sense he's not taking any plays off, and he's trying his very best, and that's an endearing quality and something I've really admired about his game throughout his career.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 out of 2 at the line. Well, Grant, they say early in Giannis' career, he had to work not just on his game, but his attitude.
And that's true, B.A. It wasn't a bad attitude. He just lacked an edge. The ruthless mindset that all great players have. But, man, once he got that edge, he never lost it.
Here's Dinwiddie, following the score by Atlanta. Antetokounmpo inside. He has 7. That one's off, and now he's 3 for 6. Here's Ball, and it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
Almost got there in time, but waited just a little too long.
And the creative LaMelo Ball. Anytime he touches the rock, Clark, you expect a highlight reel play. How fun is he?
Yeah, he's a lot of fun to watch. He's so uber creative. And he's got a flash and a flair to his game, but he's highly skilled and fundamentally sound, too. That's the one part that sometimes can be lost amidst all the flash, but he's a fun guy to watch hoop, that's for sure.
Heel. And that misses. That would have put him up. And here's Antetokounmpo. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. Duren with a screen on Ball. And he's going for the oop here. And the dunk by Duren.
He is ferocious on alley-oops. With his good hands and wingspan, Duren makes for an easy target on the lob.
Now here's Heel. Fires from deep. And Atlanta misses again. Outside Pajemski. Antetokounmpo outside. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's on Nick Claxton.
A multiple-time MVP. You know, what's really scary is that Giannis feels like he can keep getting better, and more importantly, he does the work to get better.
Morris, he's checked in for Atlanta. With a new season underway, what are some areas that are challenging for players to get used to again, Grant?
You know, B.A., I think being on the road again in general, making sure you continue to eat right, get the proper rest, getting into a routine as quickly as possible. That's what's the most challenging at first.
Here's Pajemski, and the layup is good.
Well, I love Eric Gordon as a combo guard. He's a multi-talented player who can play either guard position.
And there's 1:38 left in the first. Pass to Heel. Back to Morris. And he's going for the lob. And it down.
The pass, the catch, the slam. What a clean play.
Man, absolutely jaw-dropping.
Tell you what, you wouldn't know they're the team trailing when they're able to pull off plays like that.
And here are the Rockets now. Following the score by Atlanta. Fires in the triple.
You know, Gordon has always been a guy who can knock down the three, and his attempts increased significantly, though, when he headed to Houston, and he is rock solid from deep.
Heel to screen on Anderson. Morris outside. Over Clark. Pass to Heel. Takes the three. It's hauled in by Houston.
And so far, they've had the advantage on the boards.
Yeah, nothing major, not a huge advantage, but certainly a good sign for them going forward.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
A nice shot by Morris.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the free ball.
Antetokounmpo surveys. Pass to Clark. And he banks in the layup. And the Rockets lead by 8.
Kick to the outside, heads up play, cognizant of the entire floor.
Giannis Antetokounmpo has been on display for the Rockets. He gave his all to help his team in that quarter. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a look at Houston's performance here. Guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the energy, the effort defensively. They put it all out there in that opening quarter.
They've got Dorian Finney-Smith. Lugens Dort out there with Buzelis. Then it's Ball, and it's Christie in at the shooting guard position. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hawks. Stolen by Anderson. He goes up. That one's good from Green, and the assist by Anderson. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Houston.
Well, you know, they've been aggressive on the defensive end, and it's paying off for them. Quite a few takeaways for them in the early going.
And I've also really liked how aggressive they've been in the open floor. I mean, when they see a chance to push it, they go for it.
Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. Back to Podziemski. Five on the clock. Deflected. Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. The shot by Buzel is no good. Houston leading by 10. And six-man, a common term in basketball, has a unique meaning for the Atlanta Hawks, Grant.
Yeah.
It's the name of their fan base, extremely loyal and passionate, and they've swayed the outcome of games.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Clark outside. Podziemski with it. Gets it to drop. Now 2 of 4.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
And Ball will bring it up here for Atlanta. They trail by 9. Ball ventures inside and converts.
Boy, he's an incredible ball handler at 6'7". LaMelo can get space for his shot practically anytime he wants to.
And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
And something fans don't always get to see, some of the closely guarded secrets that happen in that huddle.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major or it could be just a slight tweak.
go for the Hawks. Lively comes in for Finney Smith. And it's Ja Morant in for Ball. Jalen Duren, he's checked in for the Rockets. Dinwiddie comes in for Green. Pass to Duren to the wing, right side. And he lobs it up to the rim. Dort with a steal. And a fast break now for the Hawks.
Okay now, Rook. He's too zealous. Showing he can finish with some power.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. That's tipped and stolen by Morant. Here we go. Here's Christie on target from range. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Atlanta.
I must say their defensive intensity has been impressive so far. Really making it hard for the offense to hold on to the ball.
But how about their scoring in transition as well? That's been a big factor to this point. Are those high tops or track shoes these guys are wearing? My goodness.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Giannis Antetokounmpo wants to take on the tough assignments defensively. He said, quote, "I believe I'm one of the best two-way players to ever play this game, and I want to have that challenge, knowing that you gave everything to the game and you gave everything to stop the other team's best player."
He certainly wants to dominate in every way, Allie. Thank you. Now here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 12. In close, Antetokounmpo delivers.
Giannis always trying to impact the game at both ends, but really has become a workhorse on the offensive end.
Morant against Dinwiddie. Here's Morant. Lively with a screen on Dinwiddie. Morant using his speed. Yep, count it. Morant's got his second basket of the game.
And their shots are dropping with more consistency now.
Well, it was a slow start, but they've gone from simmer to medium heat, and they're bordering on hot to close this gap.
Now here's Podziemski. Antetokounmpo with it. Duren the screen. Giannis throws it down.
And, you know, the way Giannis Antetokounmpo moves in the pick and roll is tough for the defense. I mean, there's no way really to match his size and skill set.
Christie passes to Dort. And here's Lively. Pass to Christie. Shot clock at 5. It's hauled in by Houston. They've led by as much as 10. Antetokounmpo with the block.
Beyond his wingspan, Giannis's timing is what makes him a special shot blocker.
Anderson passes to Duren. And the dunk by Duren.
And that was special. It's easy to be excited about Duren's future in this league.
And Quinn Snyder decides to call timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. So both teams changing it up here. Now here's Hield. Still without a bucket. Here's Claxton. From down in the low post, it goes.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Here's Monk. Clark, the pass to Herter. And stolen by Bowl. Dinwiddie against Morant. Pass to Hield. Okogie on the wing. 6 to shoot. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. Houston leading by 7. Outside Monk. The 3 is up. Yes. And a nice assist from Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie's got his 4th assist with that last one. Morant surveying the floor. There's the screen by Bowl. Morant pass to Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
A strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
Oh, wow! Oh,
watch out below.
Big finish.
Boy, man, can Monk fly? I mean, it's fun watching this dude get up and drop the hammer.
Here's Morant. Can't hit from in close.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
Outside Herder. 6 on the shot clock. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Houston shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. No good on the free throw.
Taking 2 shots.
So neither attempt will fall that time for him. Hawks trail by 10. For 3. Okogie's shot is off. Dinwiddie against ball. Dinwiddie passes to Clark. Solid defense from Bull.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focus all the way through the play.
And so we wrap up the first half. The Rockets on top, up 10. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Give me a beat.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First up on the show tonight, a quick look ahead of some upcoming games on the docket.
When I look at Atlanta, this is when it starts to get real. You pass the opening night energy, and you're not as well rested as you were in the offseason.
Yeah, it's time to show us what you really can do.
And getting back to our current contest, very impressive first half performance for the Houston Rockets. And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. It's been a clinic out there by Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And in the first half, he dominated in the post. He got the looks he wanted and was able to execute.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
So on the floor for Houston. Durant out there with Giannis Antetokounmpo. Then there's Spencer Dinwiddie. Then it's Malik Monk. And it's Herder in at the small forward position. You know, Clark, over the past few seasons, we've seen a historic amount of 20-point-per-game scorers in the league.
And that's a function, BA, of the overall skill level being at its all-time high in league history in my mind, but also the pace of play, the way the game is played, three-point shooting, there's scoring, there's more scoring, so more guys are scoring. And I think on top of that, it's a little easier to score because of how the game is played and officiated. It's tilted a little more in favor of the offense for the entertainment value of point production.
And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Antetokounmpo finds Dinwiddie. Back to Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
He is certainly one of the few true franchise cornerstones in the league. Few guys can take over a game like the Greek Freak.
Yes, it's good.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Dinwiddie passes to Antetokounmpo. There's Herder with the three. Lively grabs the miss. Hawks trail by 8. It's Dort on the wing. Herder defending. Here's Buzelis over Dinwiddie. The shot by Buzelis no good. There's Herder with the three. And the basket's good. Off the assist from Dinwiddie. Herder's got his first 3 points of the game.
Hey, the unselfishness there by Dinwiddie, you love it. He's all about doing what's best for the team.
Dinwiddie against Morant. Ball outside. Three-pointer. Oh, cashes one in from distance.
They found a nice groove in this half, starting out 3 for 4.
And so Dinwiddie will bring it up for the Rockets. The Rockets went from 22 to 41 wins last year, finishing right at 500.
Great progress by Houston. Just missed the play-in in the West. They would have easily made that same play-in tournament in the East. A huge step forward for the Rockets, no doubt. And I think it's a team that can sustain that trajectory. Hanging tough. Ball does not let the foul stop him completely.
Atlanta shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in this game.
You know, something you can point to when you're talking about their areas of success last season, free throw shooting.
Finney-Smith checked in for the Hawks. Christie comes in for Dort. And so it looks like it'll be Houston's ball. And Houston has possession. They're leading by 8. Back to Antetokounmpo. To the inside. Duren. And the dunk by Duren.
Antetokounmpo is a player who does a little bit of everything and all of it really well. Check out that pass.
Here's Morant. It's hauled in by Houston. Antetokounmpo has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Ball with it. Now guarded by Duren. Duren with a rebound. Duren's got rebound number 7 tonight. Here's Antetokounmpo. Look at Giannis playing big inside against contact.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, the Rockets showing improvement. Head coach Ime Udoka said, quote, when you rely on your young guys, you're constantly trying to instill habits that'll carry them for the rest of their careers. It's mistakes and tendencies you have to try to break continually. Just staying positive. We see glimpses of how close we can be.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. Here's Duren, and it's rejected.
When Lively's on you like this, with all his size and length, it's hard to get a shot off on him.
Hawks trail by 10. Outside Morant. Ball outside. Just 5 to shoot. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
You know, we all know about the flair and sizzle to LaMelo Ball's game. The highlight reel plays, all of that is great, but I also like the fact that he's got great length at the point guard position, which presents a lot of problems at both ends.
Anderson's checked in for the Rockets. Pajemski comes in for Monk. And there's the call on LaMelo Ball. That's his first foul of the game. Morris, he's checked in for LaMelo Ball. Pass to Duren. Antetokounmpo outside. Duren with a screen on Bol. Here's Antetokounmpo. Rejected by Claxton. They retain possession. They get it again. And here's Dinwiddie from the arc. That one doesn't drop. Hawks trail by 8. Morris passes to Claxton. Count it. And it's Morris with the assist. Claxton's got 8 points.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Antetokounmpo against Bol. Antetokounmpo inside. The layup off target. The Hawks have gotten 5 of 8 shots to go in the third. Pass to Bol. Back to Okogie. Now here's Morris. Here's Claxton. It's rebounded by Houston. Duren's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. And it's 6'10". Jalen Duren is an incredible athlete for his size.
Yeah, he's got a lot of bounce, which helps him as a rim protector, rebounder, and lob threat. Plus, he's got quick feet, and he's able to guard smaller guys on the perimeter.
And Atlanta making a change here. Heald's checked in. Clark is checked in for the Rockets. Green comes in for Dinwiddie. And so it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. 1:36 left in the third quarter. Here's Christie, defended by Pajemski. Christie's shot is off. Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
Well, you know, for me, the passing has been fantastic all night. Everybody loves watching this style of basketball where the ball moves and players move. Coaches, fans, and even us broadcasters can appreciate that kind of action.
Yeah, all game long, they've been also playing well inside in the paint. Lots of points are coming their way thanks to them attacking the interior.
Anderson makes terrific decisions, especially for his position. He's a great passer.
Claxton a screen on Green. Here's Hield. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo has got 8 rebounds in the game.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Dort, he's checked in for Christie. Outside Pajemski. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Over Bull. And the basket by Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo has got 9 points now in the quarter.
Guys, I tell you what, feels like everything is coming easy to him. Just taking what he sees and capitalizing.
Dort against Green. Back to Dort. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's Dort on the wing to win the run. It's hauled in by Houston. Antetokounmpo outside. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Claxton. 7 seconds left in the third quarter. Anderson, he gets it in there. And the Rockets lead by 17.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
And so it's Houston looking in total control with this 17-point advantage as the buzzer sounds. And their defense has stood out, wreaking. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Ball is out there with Ja Morant. Then it's Nicholas Claxton. Then there's Lou Dort. And it's Buzelis in at the power forward position. So that's the Hawks 5. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
The boundless athleticism Morant has is really special. He's someone that is always in attack mode.
That one misses. And the Hawks making a change here. Lively's checked in. He hits the second from the line.
Staring at this deficit, they're trying to be more aggressive and get themselves to the line.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
Antetokounmpo for 3. Dort grabs the miss. Hawks trail by 16. Pass to Morant. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. And here is Antetokounmpo going inside, and he gets that one. Antetokounmpo's got 11 in the second half.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Ball passes to Dort. Morant with a screen on Green. Shot clock at 6. He can't get that one to fall. Houston leading by 18. Here's Anderson. Here's Clark. And good work on the boards as they picked up the second chance points.
Their interior D continues to look shaky. Not a good matchup for them right now.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
Morant not afraid to get in there and play big, showing his toughness in close.
Antetokounmpo, a screen on Morant. The shot by Podziemski, no good. The Hawks have gotten just one shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. And Morant gets it to go. Morant's got 5 points in the quarter.
I mean, just an agile move by Morant down low, working around the contact and getting it to go.
Pass to Podziemski. Got a hand on it. Green against Ball, and he lobs it up.
And you cannot leave anybody open on Ball's team because this guy is excellent at finding his teammates.
And here's Antetokounmpo. He'll bring it up for the Rockets.
Timeout.
It's a 14-point game. And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. Houston making some changes. Abaji's checked in for Anderson, and it's Dinwiddie in for Green. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened to Ime Udoka's huddle, and they told the team, let's keep doing what we're doing. We're up. Do not forget that. They told their team to just relax, to have fun, and to finish this one out. We'll see if they do, guys.
Allie, thank you. Ball. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
Well, you certainly can't fault him as the reason they're behind. He's been on target and on top of his game.
And that one falls for Ball.
Hey, the steady improvement LaMelo's made as a distributor and team leader, that's pretty admirable. He's becoming more and more of a go-to guy.
Outside Podziemski. Screen by Antetokounmpo to the paint. Oh, and Giannis hammers it in.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
Morant against Dinwiddie. Ball passes to Morant. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. They set the pick. Pass to Podziemski. Fires for 3. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist. Antetokounmpo's got 5 assists in the game. Here's Ball. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It goes on Brandon Podziemski.
Already in his career, we've seen the numerous ways in which Ball can score. He's got a lot in his package.
So for the Rockets, Duran, he's checked in for Clark. Herter comes in for Abaji. And it's Monk in for Podziemski. And so it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Making shots at the line. You need a good routine, and he certainly has one.
And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's his first foul of the game. And Quinn Snyder decides to call timeout. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. Antetokounmpo finds Herder. Takes a 13-footer, and Antetokounmpo the bucket on the assist by Herder. Antetokounmpo has got 6 here in the quarter. Morant against Dinwiddie. Now Morant. Lively with a screen on Dinwiddie. Here's Morant. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Going outside. Pass to Morant. Just 5 on the clock. The Hawks need to get one up here. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D. Nick Claxton, he's checked in for the Hawks.
Number 33, Nicholas Claxton.
The Rockets lead by 14. And here's Dinwiddie from the arc. Ball against Herder. Clock at 6. Antetokounmpo for 3. Knocks it down from distance. Antetokounmpo's got 18 points in just the second half.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial. Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
Giannis striding in. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
You know, when Antetokounmpo puts his head down, man, it is a really terrifying sight for the defense when this guy's coming at you all limbs and arms and size and ball skills. Usually you just end up hacking away at him to stop him from getting to the hoop.
Outside Morant. The kick out to Ball. Fires the 3. The Rockets pull it in. Antetokounmpo's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Rockets.
Well, they were focused on being productive at the arc tonight.
And it ended up paying off big time. Just an overwhelming performance.
And with this win, they've tallied up a total of 6 wins on the year. And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
The scoring effort from him, unreal. Carrying this team, I mean, he was amazing tonight.
Back to Finney-Smith. Pass to Morris. Outside Finney-Smith. Fade away. Morris can't hit.
I think in that situation, it was a nice try to create some space for himself with the fadeaway.
And Antetokounmpo, here we go. Clark up top. Now Pajimski, guarded by Morris. And he draws body contact. Looks like a blocking foul. He was in the shooting motion, so he'll head to the line. That's on Dorian Finney-Smith. Prosper's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Second free throw, no good. Atlanta with the ball, trailing by 19, and it's Hield missing. Green with the ball, guarded now by Morris. Here's Clark. And the layup is good off the glass. And the Rockets lead by 21.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what, and they got it done.
Back to Hield. Lets the 3 fly off the mark. And so it's the Rockets taking care of business in this one. This one wasn't even close. Allie, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.